Welcome to a Garage Geek 3-in-1. Hi, welcome Garage Fam. So this is going to be a 3-in-1 today where I'm going to send out an appeal, I'm going to show a record haul, and I'm going to show a comic book haul that includes 2 slabs. So part 1 of this video is I'm going to make an appeal to the comic book community. There is a comic book member out there who is floundering. He's looking for his way and he's gone to the dark side. I'm going to explain a little bit, but I'm going to ask this comic book community, our community, to rally around this YouTuber and show him what the real community is like. I'm talking about Razor Comics. I'm going to admit, I did not find out about Razor Comics until he made a response to the whole Sticky Goose situation, which I absolutely abhor. Now, everybody has an opinion on this, but my opinion is, can you make roast videos? Of course. Should you make roast videos? No. That's it. And if you want to talk about free speech and all that stuff, you're great. You have your opinion. This is my opinion. But I don't want to go on and on about the Sticky Goose thing. For me, it's negative, and I just don't like any part of it. And I will admit, I did watch the videos because I was very curious. So Razor put out a video, and it was a response to the Sticky Goose thing. And I was actually quite appalled when I watched his video. There was so much in it that really I objected to. And so this morning I saw another one of his videos and I said to myself, look, give the guy a chance. I saw a lot in the video that I could recommend. He was very funny. He has an infectious laugh. He's very passionate about what he talks about, but still the content, I could tell that he is going for this Sticky Goose and the controversy, because it brings in views. There's another comic YouTuber who put out a video and he's trying to do the same thing. You will get the views and you will get the subs, but it's not sustainable. These are people who are only looking for controversy, and if they don't find it, they will turn on you and they will leave your channel. I went back and I said to myself, there must be some redeeming videos that this guy has made. So I went back to his first videos and I watched the first 4, and they're great. He was a new YouTuber. He only has 160 subs. He's a new YouTuber. He's struggling to find his way, but he makes great, funny, engaging videos where he's showing off comics, talking about how he got them, talking about the experience, and unfortunately, he wasn't getting the views. So this is my plea. We need to save this YouTuber from going into the dark side. I need all of us in this community to rally around him. I'm going to put a link to one of his videos, and I need you to sub to him and comment on one of his videos so that he sees the real power of this community. I feel if he starts making all those positive interactions like I have, then he will turn his channel around to the what is it called? The bright side of the force? The light side? I forget what it's called. The light side of the force, whatever that's called. Honestly, I went through the same situation. I was a new YouTuber. I wasn't getting the views that I thought. It was very disheartening. YouTube can be very soul-sucking, especially when you haven't made those connections with the people who really matter. So the power of YouTube isn't in the likes and the subscribes and the monetization. The power of YouTube is finding those people in your community that you can interact with and have really positive, fun interactions. And I think we need to show Razor the power of this community. All right, I'm going to move on to part 2. So Ben Rankins knows my mantra of, you don't need to buy stuff. You can just show off what you have. So in that spirit, I went to the record store and I bought a whole bunch of albums, and I'm going to show them off. So I will say that this is a joint combo with me and my husband. So we both bought things, so I'm going to show them off. So I grabbed this Discovery Volume 2 of Vicky Carr. I actually have a bunch of Vicky Carr albums. This thing is beautiful. I paid $4, which to me, I think is more than you should pay for an album like this, but prices on the whole are going up. You're not going to find beautiful albums like this in the dollar bin anymore, or it's going to be rare, or you'd have to like travel in order to do that. In my neck of the woods, I'm not seeing it anymore. I also got this Eydie Gormé and Steve Lawrence, The Golden Circle. I don't want to think about what that means. They're too wholesome for it to mean anything else. But yeah, Like, look at this. It's adorable. I bought 2 albums by Los Tecolines. And my husband in the shop, he was like, do you really want to buy them? He started playing them. He's like, they're romantic songs. And he started playing one. It sounded beautiful. I'm like, I absolutely want to buy these. Now, I was buying this for the cover. Now, I wanted this one more. And then I was struggling, and he was like, just buy them both. They're $5 each. And so I did. This one that has a signature, I don't know what that's all about, but I'll investigate it. But what do you think? It was $5. Would you have bought both? Would you have bought one or the other? Or would you have bought none? The next one is straight up my husband's. He listened to it in the shop, and he's like, I want it, I want it. I don't know what this is. It's a single high energy remix. And Sugar Baby Love, Les Blues Bells. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. This was the one I paid the most for, and this is Nilsson's Aerial Ballet. I dig the cover art. I'm a big Nilsson fan. I did pay $12 for it, but it's in very, very good shape. So I was happy to pick this one up. The next album, I'm not sure if I already have. I might. But I was in the shop and I was like, it's a good price. I don't want to let it go. I know I had this when I was young. I just don't know if I have it now. And that is The Violent Femmes, The Blind Leading the Blind. First off, look at that awesome cover. And it's got one of their best songs, in my opinion, which is Old Mother Reagan. Old Mother Reagan, she's so dumb. She's so dangerous. Why don't she go far away? She better go far away. I love that song.
Oh, Mother Reagan, she's so dumb, she's so dangerous. How come she don't go far away? She better go far away. Oh, Mother Reagan went to heaven and through the gates will stop.
But anyways, I was a fan of the Violent Femmes from before this. I actually came across the Violent Femmes, not with their first album, which was once they had a really big hit, but I was young and I was in a record shop in Coventry, which is an area of Cleveland, and they were playing the what is it? The Hollowed. It's my favorite album by then. It's got like this weird like gourd thing. It's all dark. The album is amazing, and I heard that and I bought it. And ever since then, I was young. I was a big Violent Femmes fan, and they go through a lot of changes in the type of music that they make, but I was along with them for their career, and this is a great album. It's very different from the Hollowed Ground one. I'm sorry, I'm blanking, but it's such a great album. It's like one of my Desert Island discs, and I can't even remember the name of it. I love it to death. I think it's way better than their first album, where that has the little girl looking in the window, which is a cool cover, but I just it was the one that I first came in contact with, and I fell in love with it. What are you doing? I don't think you're supposed to be doing that on camera. Maybe off camera, Angel. That's weird. We don't want anyone calling animal control. I found this soft cell, and this is the Nonstop Ecstatic Dancing. Now, I have this CD, and the CD is loaded with B-sides and extras. I think it's actually a 2 CD set. And when I saw this, it's only got 6 songs, and I was thinking, oh, should I buy it? But my husband was like, oh, I want it for my collection. So we went ahead and bought it. But yeah, it's got the song Sex Dwarf, which is so wrong. Okay, the next album is for all those perverts out there, and I know you're in my audience. Here is this. Look at this. That's sexy. Look at her. It's first of all, it's Belinda Carlisle. Look at that. Look at her leg into that high heel, and you can't see the seam. And it's just, that's sexy. And look, all black. Look at that background. I mean, Belinda, wow. You're going to turn me straight. Look at that. And then the final thing we bought, Madonna's Open Your Heart. Why? Because it's in mint condition. We already have it. But my husband was like, oh, the one we have is all scratched. We bought it at Amoeba for $1. And this has a perfect... I was like, okay, let's just buy it. And I mean, if you have a collection of something, it should be in pristine shape. And you're allowed to buy copies. What do you call upgrade copies? So I was like, of course, we're buying it for you. Okay, so the next part of my video, the third part, is going to be my comic shop comic book haul. Now, I sometimes go in and make bids. I usually stop. I don't go all out on my bidding because I'm happy with bidding low and winning. And if somebody really wants something and they bid it up, then I'm just going to let it go because I'm all about saving money. I got one reprint it's a second printing. Right, you can see it there. I love this cover art. And so I actually ended up paying more than I wanted. I paid $7, I think, for this. But I thought for an underground, older comic, that's really not a lot to spend. And look at that gorgeous, gorgeous, colorful art. Next, I won a Battlestar Galactica set. I think I paid $5 for 5 comics. And it included a #1. Now, I've had so many of these. They're like a dime a dozen. I think I've given away most of the copies that I get, but this one is in really good shape. So I might dig out the one that I have and replace this and give that other one to someone else. But I also got a #10, but this one, the colors look a little bit washed out. It's really interesting because a lot of the covers on these like minor comics, right, they're just basically throwaways to a TV show, but they have artists who were really famous for other runs. Like this cover is by Walt Simonson and Klaus Janson. I mean, you could totally tell it's not the greatest cover in the world, but it's just quirky with their artistic vision of this. #12, which I don't think I had, has a little bit of a cut right here. I don't care about that. But I guess this one is also by Walt Simonson. And then here's the last issue. I mean, that screams Walt Simonson. And I don't believe I had this one, so I'm very lucky, very thankful to have it in my collection. Look at that. I mean, it's just screaming Walt Simonson, who was, he became really popular on that Thor run. I don't know if he was really popular for other runs, but I remember that Thor run, he really skyrocketed in popularity. So thank you for watching my Garage Geek 3-in-1. You know that I've had a bad cough, and I've actually been coughing in this video. It's a lot less than before, but obviously I'm going to cut all that out. I think this is going to be one of those lingering coughs that lasts a few weeks, unfortunately. But I'm able to speak a lot longer before I start coughing, so that's always good. Oh, what the heck? I'm going to have to go back and re-edit this and put this in. So forget about the conclusion. I forgot to show my 2 slabs. I got one of these for $12 and one of these for $13, and that's, to me, ridiculous. Now, this is from CBCS. It's Moon Knight #6 with this gorgeous cover. I mean, look at that painted cover. And the second slab, $12 or $13, but I really like the cover art. I don't know anything about this comic, right? So why should I buy it? But look at the cover art. It's called ENIAC #1 from Bad Idea, and it just says, not first printing. That's vague. I don't care about the printing. But look at that. It's really cool art on that. It's very Matrixy. It even has a picture on the back, which is weird. So what do you think about my album haul, my comic haul? And again, I'm appealing to anybody who's watching this video from my garage army. Even if you're not a comic book person, I'm asking you to reach out to Razor, watch one of his videos, leave a comment, go ahead and sub, and let's get this comic YouTuber who's straying to the dark side back on the side of the Force. What is it called? The light side of the Force? Oh my gosh, I lose all my Star Wars cred. What is it? The light side of the Force? As always, I want to thank everybody for watching and commenting.